Hello and welcome back. This video is going to be about my favorite fall eyeshadow palettes. Last year I did a video about my fall makeup favorites in general where I talked about eyeshadow palettes, but I also talked about lips, blush, and highlighter. However, I decided not to talk about those things again because my favorites in that category have not changed. I like gold highlighters, warm nude lipsticks, and peachy blushes, although I like those things year round, so I figure I'll skip over that and I'll only talk about eyeshadow palettes because I don't think I had any, well no, that's not true. I did have two of these palettes at this point last year, but the rest are new to my collection in the last year. I wear whatever makeup I want on that day, but I do like certain types of looks more in the fall than other times. So anyway, let's get into it. First up, maybe you thought that I would mention this. It's my newest palette, the Metropolis palette. I did actually film this eye look I'm wearing today with this palette, and I have a whole review and swatches video. So if you're interested, check those out. This is definitely like an ultimate fall colors palette, I think, because there's a lot of warm orangey shades, golds, coppers, you've got a burgundy. I think it's a beautiful palette. I did mention in my review that one of my criticisms of it though is that some of the colors do dupe themselves within the palette, which I really don't like, especially at this price point. But the quality is like nothing I've ever tried. It's absolutely fantastic, and there's some unique formulas here, so I've been really enjoying it, and I think the color story is very fall appropriate. Then we have the Tarte Toasted palette. I really enjoy this one. I need to use it more. Also very, you've got like a classic pumpkin orange. That may be like my favorite pumpkin orange eyeshadow ever. And then you've got burgundy, copper colors. So this is a really good palette. This one is definitely more monochromatic. So the amount of looks you can do with this are definitely less, I think, than some of these other palettes, but I do really enjoy it. I think it's great quality. Next up is the Urban Decay Born to Run. This I love in general. I've talked about this palette a lot since I've gotten it. I do think that this has some lovely shades for this time of year. Oranges, coppers, this green here, this one here, kind of a gold shade. Yeah, the quality on this is absolutely great, and I think you could do some really nice looks. I mean, I feel like you could do looks with this any day, but it does have some particularly good shades for fall. Alrighty, so I know I've been talking about a lot of warm tones here, but I actually am loving the Sultry palette recently. I've been using it a lot, and it is a very cool toned palette, and I think it's a nice change up. I've actually also been really into pink eyeshadow lately, which I'm into that year round, honestly, but rose quartz is so pretty. And I think it's nice to do some kind of gray cool toned looks, especially this time of year, to change things up a little bit. And I really like that this is a cool toned palette. I just don't have very many in my collection, and the quality is fantastic. This silver is really awesome. This dark brown is more cool toned. So I've been really loving this palette, and I think it is a nice change up from the usual warm browns. Last up, I want to talk about two palettes from Juvia's place. First, I'll talk about this one. This is the Original Warrior palette. This one is really, really nice. The quality is out of this world. I really like Juvia's place formula. This one is kind of more the classic quintessential fall warm browns and golds palette. But these shades are so metallic, so pigmented. I did recently talk about this in my Urban Decay Naked Honey dupes video. I really think that this is similar to a lot of the shades in that palette. I don't own that one, obviously, but I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos on that palette because it's so pretty. And I think this has a lot of similarities, except for it doesn't have like a greenish gold, but I think a lot of these are similar, and the quality on this one is amazing, and it's only $20. So yeah, I feel like I can't go wrong with this palette. Last up is the Sahara 2. This one, I feel like this is one of their less talked about palettes. It is so nice though. So you've got this gorgeous peachy metallic here, more of like a copper color, a burgundy. This color there looks burgundy, but on the eyes, it actually looks quite pink. And then you've got some warm browns, And these blues are really nice too. This whole palette, I mean, this whole thing is really fantastic. It is the typical Juvias formula with really intense metallics, which is what I like. Their matte formula is more dry, but I find it very easy to blend. So yeah, even the packaging of this, like the dark purple, it's so pretty. So yeah, this is a good one to do those kind of coppery burgundy looks. Yeah, it's amazing. Alrighty, so that is it for this video. I love these palettes year round, but this time of year, I'm definitely more reaching into these types of colors. So let me know what you think. Do you have any favorite fall palettes? And thank you for watching.